There's a path most of us inherited that we cannot question at the start. You go to school, you follow instructions, get good grades, you pick a degree, then finish it, then get a stable, high paying job. You work hard, build a family, buy a house, buy a car, and invest. Continue doing this until 65. Then you retire. Then finally, you do the things you love. That's the plan. It sounds reasonable and even responsible, right? But have you ever stopped and asked, was this path designed for a good life or just to conform to the system? At first, it worked. So you wake up early, prepare for the day, send your kids to school. You travel an hour just to get to your first meeting. You complete tasks for the day. Then more tasks appear. It's just endless. So you firefight urgent work, then hammer the important tasks before it becomes urgent. Sounds familiar? Then you sit in meetings solving problems you didn't choose. And while you're there, your mind drifts. I hope my kid will be on time for pickup this afternoon. Oh, how about for dinner? Or, hey, my wife mentioned ice cream time tonight. Wait, I still need to catch up on that Luffy series later. Then you travel another hour back home. You're already tired, but not done. You open up your PC again, fix a slide, refine a report, just to prepare for tomorrow, because your promotion depends on it. Or at least, you hope it does. So you still didn't act on what you were thinking earlier. Then you always tell yourself, it will all be worth it. Then the rewards come: a better salary, an improved lifestyle, and your new car is now in front of your house. Mostly on mortgage, but you're comfortable. On the outside, it looks like progress, but behind, it's a quiet trade. You feel constrained, trapped in a lifestyle you inherited. You don't own your time because it's already scheduled. Your energy becomes allocated because your company is expecting it. And your decisions becomes dependent because abandoning your work commitment is also equal to abandoning your family's needs. You can't just quit easily. So weekends become recovery days, but not really living days. That's why you dread thinking about the upcoming Monday. The corporate ladder was never designed to make you independent. It was designed to make you dependent but reliable. A reliable employee with predictable output for someone else's goals. And you depend on the company to set your direction. You seek validation if you've optimized yourself to produce the output within the bounds of their goals, aka their set limits to you. So even growth has boundaries. Yes, you can improve your skills, but what you build belongs to the company and not yours. Yes, you can innovate, but only within the company's limits and direction. Yes, you can perform, but it's always within a system you didn't design. So your environment defines your ceiling. You can't truly reach your full potential. That's why you feel stuck. Sometimes nothing breaks, so you just continue along. On other times, reality interrupts. Restructuring came out of nowhere. A shift in company priorities was decided, then a role becomes redundant. And just like that, the system you depended on moves on, but it does not bring you along with it. So what's left? You updated your resume, you send job applications, then you wait for another company to accept you, because somewhere along the way, you became dependent on being chosen by someone. You needed someone to tell you your worth instead of you defining and choosing your own. From the outside, I looked successful. I had a good salary. It's enough to put food on the table and to send my kids to a good enough school. I have a car and a motorbike. Errands and trips were easier for me. I have a comfortable home to sleep at night for me and my family. But inside, something felt off. I felt disconnected. I'm not always present for my family. I'm physically there, but mentally somewhere. And going out with friends felt guilty because I needed to conserve energy for work. There was always an excuse that they will understand, or just wait a bit longer, or it will get better someday. But time doesn't wait, and neither do the moments you'll miss. And most importantly, I sensed a crying voice inside me. I was close to a promotion once, but I looked at the people that were already there. They had what I thought I wanted: an even higher salary, more influence, and an even bigger opportunity. So they say. But in their eyes, something was different. I saw them tired, distant, and almost absent. More responsibility means more measured moves. Actually, more constrained on what decision makers have to say. And so I asked myself, do I actually want that life? Not the title, not the salary, but the life that comes with that promotion. When I got laid off, I didn't feel ready. I don't have enough savings. I was relying more on my severance, and I treat my existing investments, including crypto, as my cushion, or so I thought. But I definitely feel free. For the first time in the longest time, my time was mine. I don't need permission to jump in my car at 10 a.m. for a short ride with my wife. I don't have to attend meetings that someone scheduled at 9 a.m. or at 9 p.m. I don't have to adjust myself in a system that I need to fit into. It was a blissful experience, just like when I was a child. But this freedom has a cost. It brings uncertainty, doubts, and the fear of failing to provide. The past 2 years felt like an early retirement, but without the financial security. I tried different ventures, but many didn't work. I tried freelancing and consulting, but I stalled at lead generation. I tried the life insurance industry. I had clients, but the agency values didn't match mine. I tried a solar power business. This one had clients too, but a lot of time is spent on traffic and field works. The partnership dynamics weren't that clear too. But something else started to happen, something that I thought was not normal and even selfish. I began to understand myself. I began to be aware of what I really wanted and those that I didn't. What became clear to me were my overall health, my time with my wife and my kids, my relationship with my family and close friends, and most importantly, my freedom to choose to explore, to grow, and to contribute. Not someday, but now, in the present moment. For the past 2 years, I haven't had a migraine, an injury, or a flu. I can't have, I can have long talks with my wife over morning coffee or at bedtime. I can even be a father that picks up my son anytime at school or just playful conversation. I can be with my close friends and family anytime I want. But there is no single correct path. I'm actually tired of finding the correct path. What works for others may not work for you. And so no system can define what a meaningful life looks like for you. You really have to figure that out yourself through action, through exploration, through mistakes, and through honest reflections. Success is not the title defined by someone or a company. It's not the salary that makes you dependent, and it's definitely not the approval. Success to me is this: being at peace with myself and living a life that feels aligned to who I really am, and having the freedom to choose how I want to spend my time. If the traditional path gives you that, then you may have found your own path. But if something feels off, don't ignore it. Don't ignore it, because that discomfort might not be a problem. It might be calling you to dig deeper, a call to be self-reliant and independent. Go out there.